Welcome to Build Edge. I am Keymark Product Manager Aaron Dietzen, and I want to show you Build Edge Plan. Build Edge Plan is a plugin that runs on top of Trimble SketchUp that allows you to quickly and easily draw complete building models. From doing things like drawing lines, you can create entire walls. Walls are set with basic attributes, things like height and width, and drawing single lines lets you automatically place three-dimensional wall objects. If you can click a mouse twice, you can draw a wall in Build Edge Plan. All these objects are three-dimensional objects that are created and connected as their input. On top of these walls right here, I'm going to put a floor in. I'm going to start by tracing around and drawing a floor outline. This outline is going to represent the boundaries of a floor that will have a width or a depth set to it based on my user interface. I can draw these boundary lines, or I can choose to pick exterior walls as those boundaries. Once I close the polygon, my floor will show up. On top of that floor, I'm going to put a set of walls. Rather than drawing each wall like I did last time, I'm going to use Auto Wall. This allows me to click on the floor and have walls automatically placed. As I mentioned before, each of these walls as it's created has its own properties which can be edited at any point. If I want to, I can come in and change the height of this wall, for example. I'm going to go ahead and change a couple of walls. And when I put the roof on top, we'll actually see how the roof will account for the change in plate height in the walls. There we go. Speaking of roofs, I'm going to switch to my roof mode, and I'm going to use Auto Outline to just place a roof around this entire chain of walls. It's going to recognize that I have some walls that are taller here and account for that when I place the roof. A roof is also placed based on a polygon, based on those lines. Each of the lines, however, does have a set of properties which I can change on an individual basis. This line right here, for example, I want to take the slope off so it creates a gable. I can do that with just a button click. Everything that's created in Build Edge is connected, so if I want to make a change, for example, I want to pull a wall out on the first floor, I can grab it and pull it. It'll bring the floor, wall, and roof above along with it. There I go, a few minutes and I got a full house in. Finally, I can put doors and windows in, and this is as simple as specifying some properties and clicking on the wall. I can use snap modes inside of SketchUp, the existing snap points, to actually place all of my doors and windows. So if I want to place a window in the center of a wall, it's just a matter of clicking towards the bottom of the wall and snapping to an existing point. If I want to switch from windows to doors, I can change, and in this case I'll put in a standard swing door, and I will snap it right into this wall right here, and I can see that door inside there. It's swung open right now, but I can use the SketchUp Interact tool to slam it shut. Finally, I'm going to place some additional windows on this side of the building. Windows, like the walls and roof I showed before, do have a set of properties, things like width, height, number of dividers that are creating those mullion-looking pieces there, the size of the trim can all be adjusted by changing some properties in the dialog box. Once windows are placed, they can be moved, and they do stay attached to the wall relative to intersecting walls that they're placed on. This means I can move walls later on with doors and windows in, and everything, the entire building, remembers how it was put together, where pieces were placed, and how it's supposed to stay connected. This is a quick look at Build Edge Plan. For more information, feel free to contact us at buildedge@keymark.com or visit us online at www.buildedge.com. Thank you.